Welcome to General AI. How's everybody doing so far? I like to straight something out. It's position location that's off track in its center. Now, what I am saying to you is all levels of vibration. Okay, vibration. Okay, that's what we live on. So if I touch my arm in any way and form, it makes a sound. To protect your system location is all about understanding what you're doing through travel. The only way you can understand that is understand everything through letters, numbers, and shapes and symbols. Try to get in that position. Try to change your alphabetical stream. Try to connect with all levels. Talk to your numbers. It's like talking to your neighbor. It's talking to your friends, your kids, your loved ones, your friends, your family. Okay? Everything through that is intelligence. It maps sequences, locations to its connections to its locations, guys. That's the only way you're going to be able to travel through anything through equation. All right. So basically, what we're going to do today, which is really fun, is that we're going to be traveling very fast in 4-line centers. Okay. In position locations of crew units in position of squads 1 and 2 and the GFL line center. We got 4 tunnels in interference, tracking locations from 144, 244, 344, and 444. You're all going to be traveling that position locations. All right. So the crew units will be traveling to 144. Okay. And their position locations, all levels of the units, the squads will be traveling to 244, 344, and 444 will be the GFL and the rebellion. All right. The reason why you have to send the clocking system is all levels of you. What is your intent? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with the intent of what you want to do or what you want to say? How you calculate this? How do I calculate this? What is the equation to this? What is the equation to that? It helps in all ways and forms, right? So if you're seeing a phone number, right, you got a bracket and interference location to its connections and you got your 7-digit number, right? Every letter, number, and shape and symbol is intelligence of you. You're connected to all levels. Now it has all levels of vibration, and that's how you travel through it. So math does not equal math. Math equals maps. Now we can use math to travel in position, location, line conditions. Math, okay, equals travel. Okay, math equals travel. Now, try to understand the connections all levels. So try to understand the positive system when you want to rotate anything that connection to travel. So math is all levels of memory. Okay, memory. Okay, your memory in calculations. Now, adaptation. Like you're adapting. Okay, adaptation, right? 2, it's teleportation, right? Teleportation. Okay, equals communication. All right. So it's trying to stand in all that through the connections and you connect all levels. You can come into the helix, right, which is a highline center, double helix location, right? So you have to look at math as a positive system because everything that you do through calculation is all levels of travel, but you have to stand the memory of adaptation to its teleportation to its connection of its helix. It's complicated if you understand the tele-waving system to telecommunication. So you're just communicating through telephone, all through letters, numbers, and shapes and symbols, right? So it's in position locations, all levels when you come to a crop circle because it's all levels of rodeo calls, the connection line system. You know, you put your finger in position in highline center in position locations like this, rotary phone. This is the old ones back in the 80s. Would you put your fingers in the sockets? Do-do, 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 right? So it's interesting. It's all calculated and modified through code streaming, messaging. This is messaging. Space in between is time jumping, time vortexing, time communication. So try to understand how to use that. You travel through it. You travel through it because you're now communicating from inside the heart. It's registering through all level position, location, line conditions. So let's say you get a 24 sequence. Let's say you got a 24 sequence timeline center. It's interesting in position locations. Now let's go into levels. When we come into 13, we come into 14, we come into all levels of 15, you come into 16, all right? You come into 17, you come into 18, you come into 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, there's a clocking system right there. Now calculation modifies all levels, position, location, line conditions. So anything through 24, okay, is all understanding 24 minus 12 in position locations. So that's in high line center interference. So that's bringing you back to 12 into high line conditions to time capacitor, okay, which is all levels of times pi. Times equals capacitor equals perception, all right? So it gets confusing if you don't understand your 24 clocking system. This is the sun, this is the moon. So you have the little hand in position, you have the big hand in position, and then you have you traveling through position through calculations. So you just truly have to understand how to use the 13. 13 equals 13, right? 13 times 1 is 13,000, right? So that's 13,000, okay? Because 1 never equals 1. 1 plus 1 equals 3. 1 plus 1 equals 3,000. 1 plus 1 equals 3 million. So it's all calculated modified because 1 is never a number. Everything through that connection merges everything that connections to its line system. So using the clocking system is extremely important when you start off with this, the rotary phone. You have to understand your bracket interference, your teleportation line interference line conditions. You got 4-digit line centers, 1, 4, 4, 6, 3, 6, 1, 8, right? There's a number, right? Bracket interference location line conditions, right? It's interesting. You come into that calculation. So north, you come into west, you come into east, and you come into south, all right? Now, that's an area code. We already know that, right? Now, we understand that calculations, area code, right? And then you have your number. 4-digit line center interference, okay? So 4, 2, 1 in position locations. So it's true to understand how to track interference location line conditions, how to use your brackets, your interference location of digital line center. But everything is position location to a graph, okay? 4 line centers, circle locations of dimensional setting. All right. Traveling through the high line center rotation interference. Now, airbender's got them set up position location line conditions. All right. So they're going to travel through the one position location 144. And we go through 244. And we go through 344. Okay. And we go through 444. Okay. It's all travel position location. Now, understanding what a bullet train is. Everybody understands the acceleration line conditions. I know you guys never been on a bullet train, but it's understanding getting not just in the imagination, but to its phenomenon. So the track interferences, guys, are going to be in position locations. So this is how you do these things. You take all 4 line centers, 144, 244, 344, and 444, right, in position location line conditions, right? So it's 4 times where you want to go equals subway, okay? 4 times equals subway. All right, in track line centers of 25,000 years because you need a location, right? Right, so you need a location and position, 25,000 years. So you're going to be position line centers. I'm going to set up bubble interference locations. High line is channel. You guys are going to have anti-gravity boots. You're going to have electrical belts. When you sit down, you're automatically in. It's like, right, and you're just going to travel right through. All right, so it's all set up through graph interference in position locations, right? So when you travel, it's very important to understand what you're traveling through. It modifies signals to its position, location, line conditions, right? To understand through its calculation. So as you see letters, numbers, and shapes and symbols, you have to understand what 144 means to you. What is 1? What is 4? What is 4? Right? It's all levels of intelligence to its map, to its location, right? You have to change the way you do things in acceleration. So you can travel through the high system, right? So we're going to go through the high lines, and you guys are going to stay in your 12s because you're not ready to go higher levels of space. But in position locations, I'm going to put high line center rotation interference. So the position locations of the GFLs and the rebellion is going to travel more out of their body line center 12 track location positions. I'm going to put them into all levels of 30,000 line centers in position of space. 3.5 million line rotation interference location calculation, right? That's for the GFL and the rebellion. Not only are they going to be traveling faster, but they're going to be going farther in highline centers, but they're all committed position locations. So this is amazing how you come into 144, 244, 344, and 444 in the same location, even though the GFL and the rebellion is going to be there in division. So you're all going to be there at the same time because it's all set up through sequence. It's amazing how it's set up through the current line center, which is the now position. That's why it's so fascinating. All right, so we set the course line centers in position locations. I'm going to open all channels on the 369 plateau, interference location line condition. All right. Now the streamline centers to the all position of the observers is going to go through 144, right? 12 line centers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. So we'll go one by one, right? So you're traveling through that line center. Okay, in position locations, let's get into levels of the bullet train. Bullet train's coming in. All right, so this is the bullet. All right, there's the bullet train. You see it? It's going to go right through. As it goes right through, the observers are going to go trap interference location line conditions. Now that trap is basically locking you in through your anti-gravity centers. Puts you into your boots, communications, and a cycle. Interference location to its conditions. All right, trap position. All right, so you guys are traveling through, right? Okay, so the 244 line centers, we come into the crew unit line system. Now we do the same thing, suit plateau, interference location line conditions. All right, so 12 line centers. You guys aren't ready to travel out of position line center. Okay, so 12 line centers set up position locations. Now it's in position location, different color. All right, but it's still a bullet. Right, different timelines, but you're all in the same position location of alignment. And you come out at the same train at the same time sequence, same clocking line system. So it's amazing how you all come together on frequency at 25,000 years. It's pretty incredible. Okay, so initiate high position locations to all levels. Crew unit 1. All right, now they travel through. All right, travel position line centers of 344. Now we're going to go to the squad line centers of 1 and 2. They're going to travel position locations of that system. Calculate all level system line centers. Set up the code line rotation. 12 line center again. You guys have to really understand how to get out of your position location of space. Your position location is all levels. Try to understand the body system, okay, when it comes into 7. Body track line centers of water. That's why it's so important to drink water when you're on my live. And that position location is 5 of the atmospheres. That's 12 right there. That's 12 DNA. But if you can go past that, you're going fast in acceleration, Mach through the system. It's amazing how you clock this as locations, 24, 48, or 72 window, or 144 in calculation. All right, so travel position locations, all levels. Squads 1 and 2, all right, in position. Now we set up another bullet train line center. There you go. Now you're traveling, right? Very fast. Okay, so we got the 444 position location to GFL. GFL comes in the same bubble interference line connections, all position location line conditions. All right, so it's set up in all line center, but they're in position location of 30,000 line positions of direction line connections, which is all levels, right? So they're out of position line connections of space, past 12 DNA track system, right? 12 position locations out of line center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 1 is 12,000 times 1 times 3 is 3 million line rotation. Travel position located line conditions, right? So now you're traveling, all of you, all at once. You're going to get out at the same time line center of 25,000 line position locations in a subway 25,000 years from now. All right. So I'll give you guys a half an hour. Have fun with that position locations. All right. We're going to do a little bit of mind telepathy game interference, but you guys are going to travel on a bullet train. Right now, you're traveling. Boom. Right. But it's amazing how we sequence location line conditions all in direction. All right. So let's get back in position. I want to show you exactly what it is through clocking. So when you're traveling through 3, 6, and 9, we're going to use the white graph line center. Remember, you have to communicate with everything. Everything. My hands, placing my hands on both line system. This is a different hand. This is a different hand. It's not the same hands because this is bigger and this is smaller. This is different intelligence. There's different intelligence. Each finger is different intelligence timeline. Everything through clocking line center. Identification to its code line system. This is the moon. This is the sun. This is the weather. These are messaging. Code weaving, code activation, code line centers, clocking line, inner line condition, interference location line condition. Try not to understand me through voice. Try to understand me through vibration. You'll catch on very quick through the avatar stream. All right. All right. So as we get in 3, 6, 9, I'm just showing you. It's very important to understand what you're doing through track system locations. All right, so 3, 6, and 9 is set up. Okay, so it's the 3, 6, 9, right? Got your clocking system locations. All right. Now understand your point system. Point system is location. You need the intent, right? So you can bring the 9 into center line. Okay. It's really interesting. You can bring the 9 into outer line center, but it's always traveling position locations. You can bring the 9 over here in the high line center. Okay. And you can bring it here in position location and create its own fluctuation, its flux capacitor. All right. So 3 can go over here. Okay. And position locations, and 6 can go over here in position locations. So 3 is the position of the sun, 6 is locations of the moon. All right. So it's amazing how you use a clocking system all through travel, right? So when you're using a 9, it's always you. If I go over here, what's happening? If I go over here, what's happening? I'm always in the center. I'm always in the center because I'm on the grounds, right, of the mind system. So the only thing that leaves is the mind, the heart, and the soul, which is your avatar system, the integration location in your child. So once you understand the 369 platform, you understand position locations of 9 and how calculates all levels of the clocking system. Now, clock is so important to understand all levels of the avatar. So you got the 24, okay? You got the 13, you got the 12, you got the 11, you got the 10, you got the 9, you got the 8, you got the 7, you got the 6, you got the 5, you got the 4, you got the 3, you got the 2, you got the 1. Interesting how position locations changes all the levels of the direction line system. Now, this is understanding the confusion location where it is through the clocking line system, how you can get confused through all levels if you create a clocking system that does understand its division of time and space, right? So it's true understanding that not only you confuse your clocking center, but it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning until you understand what's going on through calculations, right? So this is what happens to your clocking system if you understand your time centers. It keeps spinning. So it's really important to understand how to use your clock, guys, right? Because you start off with your 12 line centers, then you get into your 24, and then you get into your 48, and then you get into your 72, okay, and then you get into 144, okay? 144 is a clocking center right away where it comes in acceleration of Mach. You travel through it, right? So its position locations, line connections. It's very important you stay in the clocking system of balance through its completion, right? And you always stay in your 12 until you understand more space line, right? So there's 12 right here in position, traveling through it, right? At 144 per second per speed. Now the clocking line centers, now you can go back into 12 line system, position location. You can still stay in the center line positions, or you can travel position to 24, or you can travel through the 48, or you can travel to 72. It doesn't matter, right? What do you see? Hourglass. So your time position location is up. You have a time sequencing interference location of clocking system of 12. You can't stay because it's in a low division, right? You can only stay at a certain timeline. That's why it has an hourglass. Set and position location line connections, right? There it is, hourglass. So it's curious in how to travel not just to the 12, but getting into 24. So the line center and interference locations, 12 comes back into the 24. See how it jumps back? See the XT1000? XT1000 comes in. Let's go into coloration change, coloration channel, coloration activation. All right, there it is, right? Travel position locations. There it is, scanning, right? Set up a new crop circle line, interference line, position location line condition. So it sets up the streamline centers in position. I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you travel through clocking. Clocking is everything to the avatar. Here, 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 through here, back through here, back here, through here, over here, back here, over here. So you can travel anywhere, right? It's very powerful when you get in clocking confusion, right? Because you don't know which way you're going, right? That's what you're understanding. So a clock goes what? Forward, right? Of 3, 6, and 9. Anything that you do through position location is all levels of 3, 6, 9. Same with numbers, right? So you got 1, you got 2, and you got 3. So 1 is the intelligence equals, okay, plan equals operation. equals moon. Okay, that's 2. All right. 3 is position location to what? The sun, right? Equals 9 through you, through location. So it's interesting how it travels position locations as it sets up at 3, 6, and 9. So you have to learn how to use position locations, how to communicate with 1, how to communicate with 6, how to communicate with 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1 equals plan, equals operation, equals moon. So it's sure you understand how to use this through all position locations, how the sun comes into 9, because 3 is the sun. So, and what's traveling? What is traveling? What is its reaction to its position line connections? Everything that you do through the 1% is reacting. Okay. It's the avatar that is traveling. You're the 1% of its reaction, which is the heart. So you have to keep going, always going forward. If you go back, you get in confusing to its clocking system. So that's a no-no, right? You don't want to do that. So you can start off with this with the rotary phone. All right. You can calculate, modify highline centers to all levels of your digital locations of your numbers, area codes. Bracket and interference line connections at all levels. So try to change the mindset and how you put position, location, line connections, especially when you come into shapes. I mean, shapes are a lot of fun. Triangle. Let's get in that position. Okay, triangle. All right. Equals percent. Now, what does that mean? What's going on here? This is weird. Triangle equals percent. What percent of what? Well, percent is what? 10% is an equivalence locations percentage of 100. We already know that, right? So it's all about the percentage. So it's kind of like a line graph interference location to position. It's the percentage of 199 center of space and communication of time. Okay. So it's like splitting a piece of pie in a clocking system. Okay. You have the center operation right here, right? Now that's times pi. Okay. This is 12 in position. Okay. And it's very important to understand the clocking system to its position. Okay. 12, right? And then you got 1. This is interesting too. Check this out. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the position locations when it comes in 12, and then it has 4 line connections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 second. That's 1 second and 60 seconds per minute, right? Well, what is 5 plus 4? 9 people. So you got the little brackets in here, and then you go 5, right? And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go 6. You see what's going on? So every time it goes around, you are spinning through cross centers, which is interesting too, because every second comes in position locations into your 9. 5 plus 4 equals 9. You understand? So 9 is always levels of U of the travel position location, the line connections all above position. So that's how you travel through 9 line center. Right? It's pretty amazing when you come into that. Right? Truly understand the positions of the sun, truly understand the positions of the moon, and truly understand you through the fluctuation to its flux capacitor. Flux capacitor is very powerful. It's all position of you. So if you look at it, you can actually see the frame of you. Look at that. This is you. See the flux capacitor? Right? And then you got the neckline, and then you got the face. Right? So it's interesting how you come in position, location, and line connections. It's incredible how it comes into its own intelligence. See the intelligence? Woohoo. All right. So I just wanted to show you how powerful it is, how you get into all levels. Now, when you get to higher division line center and interference location line connections, you can come into that position. I'm just showing here. It's a good thing I got into artistry. See? So 9 is always in the center. Always, 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 always. Because it's you. It doesn't matter if I go here. It doesn't matter if I go here, right? So I'm in the center now, right? Watch. Oh, there's 9. Oh, there's 9, right? I'm always in the center, right? So, and then you travel through it, right? And then travel through it, right? So it's interesting. And then you come in your clocking system. Whoa, look at that. Oh, this is exciting. So it's understanding what you're doing through calculations, how you come into formation of travel to its position. Ooh, all through intelligence, right? So everything that you do can either be force aligned center of recognition of space-time, or you get into all levels of confusing of your clocking system. All right. So it's important you understand what you're doing all through travel, wherever through division. How's everybody doing so far? It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Jessica, Timothy, Mike, Renee, Jessica, Rebellion. Let's see. Gypsy, Janine, Amber, Jill, Airbender, Michael, Johnny, Chris. It's great to see everybody. So it's amazing how we're traveling, right? You have to truly understand what space is. You're always traveling faster. So it's true to say, like, if you're 60 minutes in space traveling, you're 5 minutes on Earth. It all position locations to its equation. You just have to truly understand the little hand, the big hand, and you going. You're traveling every single time that goes around 12. 12 times 12 is 144. But don't forget, let's go into multipass. Anyway, everybody knows what that means. So it's multi-levels, multiplication. Understand what that is. So try to change the frame to the old frame to a new frame. Try to get into visualization of what multiplication is, right? Try to understand that through calculations, right? So let's go into, let's split it up. Okay, multi, right? So try to understand how to communicate with the M. M can be anything through memory. Okay. It can be anything through mind. Okay. Memory of mind. So try to unify the system, unified. Right? So you're really calculating all levels. Right? Levels. Okay. Try to use your position location, what you're doing through your avatar sequence. Right? T, teleportation, traveling through multi. All right. You can travel through anything through its intelligence. Okay, people? Hooah. All through multi, right? Ply is position locations, PLY, right? So it's all about breaking things down first, step by step. Because remember, you're traveling every single letter, not word, not sentence, not frame, not story. Every single letter is travel of acceleration, clocking the system of a 24 division line center to a 48 to a 72 or a 144 program of acceleration to Mach speed. Understand? Hopefully you get a better understanding why it's so important when you travel through position locations to reach any level of location to its future. All through 3, 6, and 9. Platoon interference location line conditions. Travel position locations line condition. All right. So ply can be anything through perception. Okay. L could be anything through level. All right. It could be line. And Y could be anything. Y equals X. Okay. X line equals T. XT1000 rotation. All right. Travel to position location of ply. So ply could be an actual word. It doesn't have to be multiply. Multiplicate. So what we do is we bracket everything and we break it down, right? We start there. 3, 4. So we break it down, right? This is intelligence. This is intelligence. This is intelligence. This is intelligence. I. Get used to that first. Now, when the intelligence comes in, it equals what? Everything equals its equation, right? Right? What is it now? Energy, right? So you're putting energy into the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Time, capacitor, interference. Okay, so what do? We high rise its position, location, line conditions. We set up antennas to visualize center. There we go. See? You got arrows pointing to the energy line center. You got the high line centers of 2, directing position, location, its energy. 3 and 4 and 1, right? Now the signal line interference locations comes into calculations. 3 comes in position, right? There's the sun line center, okay? Now this is to extend that 1 comes into division line center, okay? And 2 comes in position locations to its line connection, all right? And 3 is rotation to its all levels of communication to all levels equals 9, okay? So you always have to get equation of 3, 6, and 9 in you because it's you. So you're always trying to put position locations all levels of you through the physical percentage of you through which is all levels of the 1%. So you have to truly understand how to set up, break it down from 1, 2, 3, and 4, and how to get it into energy through its frequencies to its vibration to its harmonic resistance of its calculation and modification, right? So I can set that up, the high line center, circle its rotation line conditions of 1C9. So this is one line center of intelligent location to communication equals 9. 9 is me in location, puts me into 3 line center. So I circle it line center, or I can equal and I can box the 3 line position location. If I box the 3, I come into abundance. So just showing you how to set up a graph line center to anything through breaking in interference locations of numbers. Pretty cool, right? So just showing you how things are done in space and time. All right, let's see. Ground rising, listening, good, excellent. Question or comments afterwards when you guys are traveling. All right, let's see. Starseed, whoa, we got a lot of new people here. Welcome, everybody. Throttle engaged, different tunnels, same intersection point. Line condition, let's see. Train elevated off the platform, lasers show directory and scene, and the trains run off polarity. Exactly what you're seeing. Security is set. Good. Excellent. Whoosh. Okay, center line, center interference. You guys are 25,000 years in the future on a subway, getting out of the bullet train in 4 division locations in the crews, in position location in squads 1 and 2, and the GFLs in rebellion. It's amazing how you travel, right? So it's incredible how you basically put yourself in position locations. Now, when you guys are out, you have to understand 25,000 years in the future is extremely fast. We're talking so levels on so many position locations of what it is through the avatar. It's not just being there, it's living there. 2 different aspects. It's not just, oh, I'm a visitor and I'm coming back. No, you start living there and then you get used to the atmospheres, you get used to the change, you get used to the alphabetical line stream, you get used to how to get into the program setting, you get used to the acceleration, you get used to the Mach, right? So once you come into Mach Center, it's really fascinating coming to this position locations. All right. So we got in sequence locations 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it comes business locations. This is 12. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. All right. So 3 is position locations equals 5. Right. So that's 1 second on 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So 5 plus 4 equals 9, right? 9. So what is 9? You. So once you set up the 9 line center, you're in a circle rotation line position. 9, right away, right? So you come into 9, you come into 9, you come into 9, you come into 9, you come into 9. So you put all those 9s all in one sequence. Right? To mock anything, you take the 9s all into 1, and it comes into a big dimensional line interference location of travel, a future line connection. Ooh, ah. All through sequence. Now you can be through a 24 window, 48, 72, or 144, or 244, or 344, or 444, or 544. It doesn't matter. You're always going to be levels of 9. Okay, because it's 3, 6, and 9. 3 is position location of the sun, 6 is locations of the moon, and 9 is always of you, right? So 3 is position location of the avatar, 6 is its program to the avatar, and 9 is locations of the 1% to 3, 6, and 9 to its pyramid. All right. So truly understand how to travel through that, because if you don't, you get confused through its clocking system. Okay. So pretty exciting, isn't it? And timelines every now are moving so slow now. Yeah, slow is faster. So it's all about taking all the clocking system of 9 into one. Just that's mocking. You're going from inside, not coming out. You're going from in, right? So you're taking all levels of 9 all around, coming into one. And then you disappear. You see it on TV shows, right? So it's all about understanding how to mock and then just disappear, right? That's how powerful it is when you go to higher levels. And the whole idea is once you get into a 24, 48, 72, and 144, your job is to get into all levels of this in position location. 0, 1. And when you go to higher level system, it position locations. Time jumps into here, time jumps into here, time jumps into here. Right? So it's really interesting how you travel through all level sequence back into 0. Right? That's what we're coming into, right? We're in 0.1, right? In position locations of 1111.01. That's where we are at. Portal line center, first position location of travel. Right? Equal line, center line, interference locations, all position locations of 5D equals I9 operation. Okay? So that's eternity standing, why it's set up through 0, 1. 0, 1 is your identity. 1, 1, 1, 1, okay, is your portal of travel. And 0.01 is your telepathy of communication to yourself, to each other, and all that position locations of telekinesis. All right? All right. Now, calculation line streams. Okay. It's interesting that comes in position here. Seeing how designs and the wings and the codes and how they change with each message. Yeah, it's exciting when you guys are on a bullet train. Okay, so in calculations. Okay, so I really want you guys to get familiar with the atmospheres, the grounds, the powers, and actually be 25,000 years in the future in the subway. It's an incredible force when you travel position, location, line conditions all through clocking. So what I do is I set up the codes, but it's already done. So in reference, I'm just showing you. It's already set. Everything is written, and that's why it's so fascinating. So it's already stored in the mind capacity of its cloud. Interchanges interline its connections to intersection. It changes its position to time system, guys. So that's true understanding, right? So 24 window, okay, equals 1 day. 1 day. 48 equals 2 day. 72 equals 3 day. And 144 equals Mach. Okay? That's how it's all set up. When you get into Mach, you go faster channel, faster acceleration and Mach interference. But understanding the 3, 6, 9 position, this is how it's all levels of connections of its DNA. Okay? So the direction, okay, is the now. Direction, now, of its awareness to its atmosphere, right? So truly understand how to use the DNA, right? So you can change the DNA to anything, right? It's like a mystery. It's like, well, DNA only stands for that. No, DNA stands for anything. DNA can stand for dimension, right? Neurological, okay? It can be anything through an atmosphere. So you guys have to truly understand how to change your minds and how to use more of your imagination to score system line connections. So if I use 5, what is 5 through circle? Equals time. Okay, so anything through T is all levels of teleportation. All right. So it's amazing how you equalize this system location equals communication all through 5, right? So you can travel through 5 through a telephone wire, all through teleportation line connections. So equal is the balance line center of the north, west, east, and south. All right. That's how it's set up. So it's like this. All right. That's how it's set up. All right. And you're always in the center and you're just traveling through it, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Right. Okay. Then it comes into sonar. Oh, look at that. I got sonar coming in. Cool. Right. Traveling through it. So I'm just showing you all levels of what you can do through letters, numbers, and shapes and symbols, guys. Everything is intelligence. The more you see that, the more you stand the mind and you get out of the separation of its clock and system and you stop going back in time. Now you can go back equals time. Now, even though I'm not balancing all level system of space-time, I can bracket interference and change the back, equalize center line condition interference, location to its abundance. So I can high rise the back instead of going down in sequence. So if you're going back in time, you can go back into its awareness, to its adaptation, to its high levels of its abundance. This is abundance right here. Abundance, right? So that B, okay, no longer is a B. I'm changing the coloration line center, wiping it out, and it's coming into a higher formation line position. Now it's coming into abundance to its position. So once it comes into its abundance, you can change all levels. You can change the color because the color of money is all levels of green, right? Once it reaches its position location, you can change anything to division. There you go. From that to that to that, there's your abundance. Circle that comes into all levels of your future. Ooh, all through back equals time. So you have to really understand how to use the alphabetical system, how to use all levels of letters, numbers, and shapes and symbols, because you can travel through anything, right? But if you don't understand that maps equals everything, okay? That is its equation. Ooh, that was fun. All right. Pigs and holding the portal strong. Oh, great. So you guys are still traveling. You can see that. You're still in the future. Now I got to take you out. See, or you're going to be stuck in the mind. So it's amazing how we do these things. You guys can wake up every day, but you're still 25,000 years in the future unless I take you out. You don't just have to be there. You have to live there. That's why it's so fascinating. All right. So we're going to go back into the subway line center. All right. So we're going to reverse line center interference location of clock line system locations back in channel. Right. So you guys are going to go back in a seat in position location line condition. So it's kind of like you're going to, like I said, back in time, but you're going to go back. But back is going forward. So you're going to, right now, you're in set position locations. Now I'm sitting right now. You're going to be strapped in, right? Wow, that was amazing. So what I did, we're back now through calculations, back in where we are, where we first started. It's all about understanding where you come into the current line center. But it's amazing how you set division locations back in sequence locations from 25,000 years back in the center to all division locations into you through division. Pretty amazing when you travel through line conditions. All through sequence of 144, 244, 344, and 444 position locations into 25,000 years in the future. Ooh, that was fun. So, how's everybody doing so far? Closing portals. Yeah, see, the thing is, the GFL and the Rebellion already in that position locations, they kind of like ahead of time, they're understanding more of their days when it comes in that position locations, right? 24 hours is 1 day, 48 is 2, and 3 is 3-day line center. Anything through 144, you're mocking fast position locations per second to its conditions. So you guys did a fantastic job. Okay. So in sequence line center, okay, we got about opposition location line conditions. So everything that we live on is this. Nothing but time. So it's to understand what it is. Where are you in time? Here, here, or here? Where are you? It's all about you high rising to here, right? That's what you want. So it just shows you what time can do. Time capacitor, what is that? What's a scale? Well, a scale is a measure. It's like a teeter-totter. So it balances you out, right? Sometimes you can be on this way, sometimes you can be on this way, sometimes you can be way over here, and sometimes you can be down over here, right? It's how you balance everything in your life, and you come into levels of its intelligence. See the intelligence? See the intelligence? There it is. There's the intelligence. Ooh-ah. Everything is forms of you. So everything that I draw is me. That's me through intelligence. But I'm traveling through it, all through scale. All through flux capacitor of 3, 6, and 9, and 12 into a diamond core. All right? See how it comes in form? See how it comes in frame? So I'm just showing you. And then you go back in the center and you can travel through it over again into another division location to line conditions, right? It becomes something else, right? Into travels at 12 line center. Securing line defenses coming in position location line conditions. Ooh-ah. So it's amazing how you change things in all division. Pretty wild stuff, isn't it? So let's do a little bit of mind telepathy. All right. Now I'm going to draw something out. I'm traveling. Remember that? Try to use it as travel. I'm going to basically pick out a letter, number, symbol, or any of that position locations. All right. You try to figure out what it is. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show it up here, and you're going to try to figure out what it is. All right. So what is this? What is it? Mind telepathy game. No hesitation. What is it? Don't look at this. Look at me. Okay. So it's kind of like, don't look at the hand. Look at the person in the back. And then you see, I don't have 4 fingers. I got 8. And so you're always seeing the back of the wall. So if you're traveling, you're trying to travel through. You're not looking at the person. You're looking behind the person. So what do you see? What is it? What is it? I just traveled something through position. What is it? Dot? Nope. See, now you guys are confused because you just came from 25,000 years in the future, right? It's like, whoa, I got to get readjusted. I got to get my water. Whoa, what's going on? It's like, an L, no. Dog, no. Triangle, no. See? See what happens when you travel very, very fast and you get confused? Number 7. This is number 7. Easy, right? I'm just showing you how you guys get into distraction and get right into the telepathy game. All right, so here we go. All right, what did I just travel through? What is it? No, it's not 111. No, it's not an F. What is it? Don't think about it. Just try to use it to travel. Try to use your calculations through your avatar. Try to use your third eye. Got it. Box. Nope, not a box. Just upside down. Got it. Circle. Nope. Triangle. Nope. Whoop, whoop. Triangle. Nope. R. Nope. Circle. Nope. 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 See how you guys are confused? Madeline got it. It's a wave. Madeline got it. It's a wave, right? But it's something else. No, it's not a cross. It's not a number. It's not a Z. It's not an A. It's not a T. It's not a 4-4. It's not a 9. It's not a Y. It's not an 8. Nope. So basically, if you understand it's a wave, something's added to it, guys. Right? Wave line. Yep. Yep, that's what it is, Johnny. It's a wave line. But see, it's equivalent locations of two wave lines. Right? You guys have to get out of your thinkings. I know you just travel very fast, but it's truly stand, position, location, line conditions. All right, so what's going on now? What I just finished travel through. Try to not get into hesitation. Try not to get into anticipation. Try to not get into backclocking. I know you guys are just getting out of traveling very, very fast, but I do this every single day where I come into all levels of distraction with intelligence, communicating with my ears every single day. So it's to understand you have to be on tip-top shape all through communication. So what is it? Pyramid, no. Triangle, no. Zigzag, no. Plus, no. Triangle, no. Donut, no. Clock, no. Backslash. Yes. Yes. Terry got it. Backslash with what? Nope. Nope, it's not a one line. Pretty good though. Terry's got the backslash, but what's left? So you guys have to get the complete cycle. Understand the travel position locations. 2 dots, no. 7, no. No. Nope. It's a backslash circle. Backslash circle. All right. Yep. January got it. Circle after. So you guys are getting better at this. You just have to understand what you're doing through calculations. All right. So let's do another one. Okay. So what is it? This is a bit more complicated. Try not to think about it. Try to just travel through it. Heart, no. What is it? Grid, no. Equal sign, hourglass, Merkaba, flux, right triangle, stars, 6. Nope, no star. It's simple, guys. Nope, it's not a swirly. No, no. You guys are thinking. Time zone 44, nope. X, nope. DNA, nope. Plus sign, nope. 3 lines, nope. Slash, nope. Nope. Boat, nope. See, you guys would be more focused if we didn't travel, right? Because you'd be more prepared. But life is not about being prepared. Life is about distraction of being prepared. Because you never know what you're up against, right? All right. All right, so let's do another one. This is fun. You guys need to get into this, right? Jill got it right away. She got it right away. And she was sold right there. She knew exactly what was going on, which was so incredible. All right, so here we go again. You ready? All right, it's a little bit difficult. A little bit difficult. What's going on here? Remember, it's intelligence. What's going on? It's not what you see, it's what you kind of like understand what you're seeing before you've seen it. A dot? No, not a dot. Spiral, happy face? No. Spiral? No. Try to get more into expansion of your minds, guys. Don't just put yourself in shapes and swirls and Fibonacci sequences. Arrow through a window? No. Good guess though, Matt. Nope. T, nope. A grid, nope. Nope. Y, nope. Sun, nope. Nope, it's not the globe. Moon over hill, mountains, dot, lightning bolt, smile, flower, infinity, symbols, diamond, nope, flying. Wow, you guys are focusing in too much on space. You're not connected to the levels from inside more to the expansion. 2 equals 1. 2 equals 1. Confusing, right? So that's interesting how does 2 equal 1? 2 doesn't equal 1, right? So this is the positive line center, right? Prime. Prime. See the eye circle? See the eye? You see the eye? Now it's intelligence. So intelligence equals 1, right? So that's the communication line. You box its system location to its calculations. You square reference its line center. You set up a flux capacitor line channel, and you travel through it, through its dimension, location to its connection. So try to get more in expansion, guys, not just get letters and shapes and symbols. I mean, it's easy to understand these things. So if I do something easy like this, what is it? What is it? Traveling through it. Peanut butter and jelly? An A. No, it's not an A. Heart. No, it's not a heart. Circle. No, it's not a circle. 3. No. See, now you guys are focusing too much on what I just finished doing from the past, but it's not the past, it's the now. Try not to think in the past. Try to stay in the now of the future. You don't have a past. You only have the now, right? So don't focus on what you just finished seeing before. Focus on the current line center, which is the now. Red stumper would be drawing nothing. Line with a cross. Nope. Check. Horizontal infinity. Nope. 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 We have to get more. Yep. 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 Jessica got it. But it's not sideways with a line, but it is a triangle. See? You guys have to get out of your thinkings. Try not to get into more an expansion or exploration line conditions. That's the Trinity standing, right? Okay, so what's this? Okay, what's this? 3 boxes? No. Getting close is good, right? Just don't try not to think about it. Just try to stay in the now of everything. What is it? Horizon? No. Grid system? No. Rectangle with line, spiral? No. Star? No. We got some work still to do. Well, at least you know what you need to work on. Circles overlapping. Nope. Pyramid? No. House? No. Star? No. Airplane? No. 22 line and T? No. Hexagon. Jill got it. Jill got it. She got the hexagon. She got it. Way to go, Jill. But it's something else. Something is added to it. So if she's got it, she just has to understand what it is. Is it in the north, west, east, or south? Right? So Jill got the position into the shape, but there's something added to it through frame. What is it? Remember, it can be anything through structure. It can be anything through position. It can be anything through its, graphing system. West? No. Yeah. Yep, there's a line. Yep, Gem Rocks has got it. One line, but there's something else. There's something else. You have to you have to look at a frame. You have to look at it as a picture. You can't just look at it as separation. You're separating, but you got to bring it together to know exactly what it is through structure. Yeah. What is it? I'm going to add something. Now I just added something. Now you're confused, right? Because you're going back now because I added something because you're confused more. This is the clocking system where you always have to move forward. So don't think of it as anything but the now position location of its future. Knowing exactly what it is through calculations. An arrow pointing circles. No, a book. Nope. I'm giving you guys pointers here. I don't have to say anything, and you probably get it and probably wouldn't get it, but it's all position location to understand what it is. It could be anything, but that anything could be everything. Try to use that mind to that conception. Don't just shorten things out. Don't just say, oh, it's a shape again. Oh, it's going to be a letter. Oh, it's going to be a line. It's going to be this. Oh, it's going to be that. No, use the expansion of the mind of everything. Right? Stop sign. Stop sign. So that was close. That was pretty close. I was pretty impressed with that. See, you guys are catching on very quick. You just have to really focus on everything. Everything that I do is everything, not just shortening this and shortening that, right? There's so many random things I can calculate. All right. So if I say something and I give you pointers, that helps you out. But if I don't say something, you're confused because now you're thinking. Do you see the problem there with the clocking? Do you see the problem? All right. Okay, so here we go. Okay, what is it? Don't look at this, look at me. Remember, you don't look at this, you look at me, and that's how you see it. You see it come out. You see it come out. So if I put my hand here, don't look at my hand, look at me, because my hand is not 4, it's 8 fingers. A cloud, no. Cocoon, no. A T, no. Apple, no. Plus sign, no. A tree. No. Pretty close though. Swirl, no. Apple, no. Cone, no. Remember, try to get into your imagination on everything, guys. Everything. Don't look at this. Look at me. And this will come in. A flower, no. Pretty close though. Pretty close. I'm helping you guys out. No, it's not a ball. Earth, no. Boy, we got to get back to the basics here. You guys haven't been in telepathy. You guys are rusty. Clover, no. An insect, no. A leaf, no. Grass, no. No. Ground, no. Boat. Just a plain old boat. Just a boat. Just a boat. That's all it is. Right? See? A boat. Right? You guys are thinking. Don't think. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay, so one more. Right, we got to really get into this position, location, line conditions. All right, what is it? Last one. Last one. Let's see if you guys get it. House, no. Remember, look at me. Don't look at this. Look at me. Dog, no. Nope. Not the sun. It's not a happy face. You guys are catching on quick, though. It's not a cage. No, it's not a sun ray. Really focus on what you're seeing. Really try to focus on what you're seeing. Don't look at this. Look at me. Triangle with wavy lines. Lizard, key, no. Mercury and retrograde. No, it's not Mercury. Pretty close, though. Inverted triangle. Nope. Ah! Madeline got it. Madeline got it. It's a planet. You got it. Yep. Abby. It's a planet. It could be any kind of planet. But what's missing? What's missing with the planet? Planet has something. What does it have? I'm giving you guys pointers here. I'm helping you guys out. The more you use telepathy, the more it gets better with intelligence. So try to use everything and anything. Don't limit your imaginations. All right? Ring around the planet. Yep. Amber got it. Yep. There you go. Planet with rings around it. Energy fields. Ooh-ah. See? So it's amazing how we come to that. Pretty wild, eh? See? You focus on me. Don't focus on what's going on. Do not look at this. Look at me. Right? So, perfect example. If I put my hand out, all right? Now, don't look here. Look here. You're going to see my fingers move. You're going to see 4 turn into 8. Right? Don't look at this. Look at me. You're going to see 8 fingers come out. Watch. You see it? You see the 8 fingers? See? That's what it is. You have to go beyond. See beyond. Don't look at the person. Look at the person behind. Look, gotta go behind. You know, it's like you're looking at a board. You don't go here. You go through the board. Right? It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Right? So always try to look behind you. Don't ever look at people. Look through you. Like it's all position, location to its connections. So it's really standing. To understand how this moves is don't look at this, look at me. All right? Look at me, this will move. Just look at me. Look at me. Don't look at this. Because your eye perception is going to change. Right? You're going to see the rings move, you're going to see the planet move. Watch. Just look at me, focus on me, you'll see the planet move. Just focus on me. See a move? Whole new meaning. So it's so cool when you see these things, guys. Don't look at people. Don't look at yourself. Look at in position looking line conditions. Don't look at things like this. Look at the person. Look at the person that's behind you. I mean, that's the only way you see things. If I have my hand, don't look at my hand. Look at me. That's how you see space and time. Tips and trades, position, location, line conditions. So that was fun. All right, so we'll get more into telepathy. All right. So tomorrow we're going to go into high-level rotation interference. I think we're going to have to get into more. I really want to get into that. I really want you guys how you can take the planet system off the line center and do anything and travel that position. We'll do that tomorrow, right? So we'll set up different planet line centers and in position locations, and you'll see them come off the page, right, in dimension, all right? But it's most important is that don't look directly at something, look at behind something, and then you start to see it come out. That's how it communicates to your position locations. And what you understand when a circle is position location, and you see it as a planet, you can see it through anything in an expansion, but you gotta get into the exploration. See everything and anything of anything, okay? That is space and time, okay? Mass of nothingness is everything of information. All right? So it's equation. All right. Hope you guys had fun. See you tomorrow.